observer? Where's the legal observer? Come down here and take collar numbers.
And I see them police coming through that back fence and facing where my caravan and my kids was, and my kids looking at it. It's absolutely been a nightmare.
I'll never forget it. It was like some horror movie where there was sirens and helicopter and I could hear an ambulance coming.
Your fucking weapons and your shields!
I wish that we could turn the clock back as far as before the gate was locked and everything like that happened, and we could just hinch into the caravans and move everybody to safety and out of here.
Stop! Fuck you!
The controversial eviction of the Dale Farm Irish Traveller site in Essex cost £4.8 million and resulted in 45 arrests. Around 80 families were made homeless as a result.
We fought and we're strong women, and that's the way we'll always be.
You certainly have fought. I don't think anyone here would deny that.
No.
But I mean, has it been worth it, especially this?
It's been worth every fight. It's the best thing that us travellers ever done.
And to show the world that we ever only wanted a peaceful eviction to begin with. And that's the way we're going to leave now. We're proud people, so is our activists is very proud.
What will you do now?
Well, the future is not bright for anybody, we just have to wait and see. We're going to get our caravans and we're going to pull out to the front.
After a 4-day operation to secure the site, bailiffs begin to clear 46 of the 49 plots.
What's the plan with the caravan today?
The hair?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Is your mum in?
Yeah.
Can you ask your mum what's her plans today?
What?
Is it all right to talk to her? I don't want to come in.
Yeah.
I don't want to come in if we've got the... How are you feeling?
I believe in solutions. I believe that you should sit around a table, and if somebody has done something wrong, you should be able to say, I've done this wrong, but I'd like to do it like this, particularly with a council. We're talking about councils now. You should be able to negotiate. Councils are willing and able to negotiate behind closed doors, and they will do that right up until they have no other choice. But the idea for me was to keep an open channel, so if there's anything that I could do at any point to either stop it or lessen the impact or find a solution, then I was going to be there.
Are you coming here, my boy? Come on. Right, what's just happened? We've had a bit of history. The best news ever I've got for you is that you're allowed to live here in the middle of an eviction, in the middle of a building site. You can stay on your lawful pitches.
The Sheridan family have a legal right to live on Dale Farm during the demolition process, after a court order protected 3 plots on the unauthorised site.
The farm was home. It was like a sanctuary for us. It was children's education, most importantly. It was a place for my mum and dad to be, and it was just a wonderful place to be. It was a safe community. It was safe for our children. There was no outsiders in here. It was nearly all one big family.
You're not going trick-or-treating because all the bulldozers and the lorries is still up now. Clear around this path, dress up around this path, right?
The Sheridan family are still without mains electricity and are living off diesel generators which run day and night.
They can't feel stressed in as much because if you're not showing it, they're not showing it. So by letting them enjoy everyday things, and it's Halloween today, so it's their day too, it's the kids' day, so I don't think we should lay the eviction on them, should we? My children can remember from the start to finish. They never really travelled. So for me, it wasn't as bad as it was for them because I was evicted from the roadside thousands of times. Police coming at 6 o'clock in the morning doing a dawn raid and getting up, not even getting a cup of tea, hinching off the gas, putting it in and just gone. The kids just really takes life so much to heart. We haven't nowhere else to go, and you're trying to explain to the kids that you haven't got anywhere else to go. We did have a lovely home, so it's really hard to explain to them.
After the chaos of the eviction, Jimmy Tom Sheridan and his brother John returned to the local school. The school is half a mile away from Dale Farm and educates around 100 traveller children. It's one of the main reasons that the Sheridan family want to remain at Dale Farm.
I want my kids to get an education. I want them to know how to read and write. I want them to make something in their life. I just don't want them to be like I was. I can't read, I can't write. I miss out on an awful lot of things in life that if we had somewhere to go when we were kids and left us get an education, things would have been different for us.
Find your lunchbox.
No, I left it in the bus.
You will forget your head, you would have one screwed on.
Later that day, the Solicitor for Basildon Council, Lorraine Brown, arrives on site to inform the family about the next steps in the demolition process.
Absolutely clear that road is part of the enforcement notices and that will be removed. It's a matter of choice here. We've been very clear about this all the way through. If these 3 plots want to come back on once the hard stand is removed and that road is going to be removed, that's a matter for you.
Just because she's a solicitor and she have an education, we haven't. We're not stupid. The Basildon Council think we're stupid, but we're not. And they just mix us out, and when they talk to us and they look down on us and makes you're like stupid idiot travellers, and that's it. But we're not. We're still here, Basildon Council.
After negotiations with Basildon Council, the family agreed to leave their plot to allow the removal of the hard standing. The next day, the family move off their plot and the council begin work. After 10 years on the family plot, Nora Sheridan watches the clearance.
Well, at this moment in time, Johnny, it's just ended our world, really and truly. They've ended our world. Because watch my dad put everything they went into this plot in, and now they're just taking everything he ever built and took it away. It's heartbreaking.
Candy Sheridan arrives at Dale Farm to negotiate access for the Sheridan family to get back onto their plot.
The reality is that instructions are to take this road up here, all the way along, to leave a footpath.
You're talking about all of this going up there. So
I'm told it's got to be bundled down the middle of the road, or near to the middle of the road, so there's enough room for the pathway.
Oh.
Then, do you know when you put the trailers in, how are you going to get them off, Candy?
Exactly. So when they want to leave, how are you going to facilitate that?
We want to get back out and we want to get out.
Says it in the court order. Facilitate.
Okay, again, we'll go back to legal and ask that question.
Somebody either bundled a road before?
Well, we bundled,
Bundled the top and things, but like this, never seen that before.
What, across the road? Yeah. I mean, that's what we've been told to do. So.
But I was just constantly looking for that little ray of light to be able to, not that it would stop, that you would try and negotiate things so it'd be a little bit more peaceful, or that you would achieve the impossible, which was keeping people on the pitches. I think they sort of ran circles around us.
Unable to live on their plot, the Sheridan family have moved onto the road leading up to their former home. They still have no access to mains electricity or running water and have to share one toilet between 40 people.
You're told as a traveller you can't settle. You're told that you've got to find your own land. You're then told that you still need to travel under planning law and you need to come and go. What's Basildon done? It's just thrown the book at everybody. When the head contractor said to me, we're having to bund the road, he said, I've never bunded in a traveller before. I've bunded them out, but never bunded them in. He kept saying it to me, and I remember standing here with him on the road, and I had no vision. I said, where are you bunding it? I thought in my naivety it would be bunded at the end. I had no idea the expense that they would go to. Cruel. It's cruel, isn't it? Dig up the road as they've dug it up.
Even ground unsuitable for children to play.
Is this home?
Yeah, just it was home, but we pulled out on the road.
What's it like on the road?
No, bad. Really bad. The cars, you can't even open your door.
A planning officer from Basildon Council arrives to serve enforcement notices.
I think you might be able to guess why we're here. I need to remind you, read this injunction that the council what time.
I'm waiting to get back on my plan. I'm not taking that off of you.
Well, we will leave
You
it
can
here.
leave it at top of the bundle because I'm not one of them people that's going into that
Listen to me
bundle.
very carefully. We have 3 lawful pitches.
Yes.
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 And we are entitled to go back on our 3 lawful pitches.
Yes.
So we're entitled to stay here until you unround that road and let us back on our lawful pitches.
You're lawfully entitled to go onto your pitches.
Yes, you are.
You're not entitled
Oh,
to
please
stay.
get me a
You're
train.
not,
Excuse
you're not
me.
here. You're not at the moment lawfully entitled to stay in this part of the lane.
Open this up.
You stand
We want Basildon Council to take us
The
to court.
use.
We want you to take us to court. We're pleading for you to take us to court.
Okay, what's your name?
Look, give me my name. Why should I give you my name? I just want you to give me, and she's not giving you her name.
Yeah, you want to go back on your
Yeah,
side?
we want you to take us back to court.
Take that with you.
Anyway, well,
Take them with
there
you.
you go.
No,
you
no.
are in breach of the injunction by
not.
keeping caravans this side of the farm.
We had no running water, no electricity, no toilets. We've been living along the road with cars up and down. You can hear them as we're videoing. And the settled community has got to understand, if we had somewhere else to go, we would be gone. There is no way we will be still fighting Basildon Council for a smelly road that we're eating the muck and we're eating the dirt in.
The families eventually moved 50 yards further down the road to the safety of the authorised side of Dale Farm.
You cannot get elected if you stand up and say there has to be a local gypsy site, a traveller site here. You can't get re-elected. The whole idea of Dale Farm is for people to turn on the television and say, look, the travellers didn't have planning permission, they have no right to be there. Basildon's right in getting them off, and Basildon's going to return it to Greenbelt. They have no intention of doing that. It's not possible to do that in the way that they've bunded the site. The use of the materials, which is all the tarmacking, has all been scraped and broken up. Nothing will grow on that. Nothing will be seeded.
It's been a tough 6 months. It's just every day life have to go on. Eviction or no eviction, it's get up in the morning, look after your children, do your chores. We've got to make a home, we've got to do something for the children, so it's looking after them is the main priority at the moment and just getting on with life.
One of my arguments for the last 4 or 5 years has been with Basildon. They are your Irish travellers. They are Essex, Basildon Irish travellers. The fallout is massive. You know, the whole community is just, instead of being able to go about their normal business and put in their applications and make provision for their family members, it's now 100 times harder.
They promise us so much. I will never trust a council, a judge, a solicitor, a balancer, a police, bailiffs. I will never trust no one again.
Nobody wants a gypsy for their neighbour.
Why?
That's the $1 million question.